Right. So what is the reflection API? What is the purpose of reflection API? A group of classes are reflection API. What the purpose of reflection API? They are meant for loading, instantiating, and accessing members of a class dynamically by reading the class name from the keyboard. Why it is named as reflection API? Because by using this class, we can read the information about that class. Nothing but reflection of the class we can create. Right? Now, the next we discussed about in which package these classes, what are the different classes called reflection API. Okay, next in which package classes are organized. Okay, and which package we need to import, which package we no need to import. And the next, what are the different methods available? Okay, there are so many methods. We need to first understand only two methods. What is that? For name method and new instance method. Only these two methods we need to use. Then how can we pass class name dynamically for name method, and how to call these two methods? Yesterday, I hope you also written these two, right? Up to here, we completed in last class. Then next, now what happened at this line number? What happened at this line number? What happened at this line number? Can you explain? Can you use chart window? In first line, what happened? In second line, what happened? In a third line, what happened? What the first line? SCN dot next line means we are reading content, some information from the keyboard. What information you are passing? Class name. So using SCN dot next line method, we are reading class name from the keyboard. On keyboard, I have typed. On keyboard, I have typed Java, let's say test. Then when I press enter, then it is asking enter class name. Okay, I entered a class name, let's say A, class name A. I want to load class name A. Then SCN dot next line method, here class name variable is created. Class name variable is created equal to, now what is written? SCN dot next line. Next line method reading the name A and stored inside JVM as string object, because any name is string object. So this is string object. String object A. Reference is 1010. 1010 stored in class name, pointing to it. Understand? So this is the first statement completed. Now this class name A, this A is not just normal text. It is a class name. Means in hard disk we have A dot class file, right? This is hard disk. In hard disk we have A dot class file. Now this is a JVM. Whatever happening, this is everything is JVM. So inside JVM, I should load this class for that purpose. Which statement running? Class dot for name. So we are asking, by giving the class name to for name method. What name we are giving? A. Asking class dot for name to load class. Then for name method internal logic will go to hard disk and search for A dot class available, reading its internal byte code and storing inside JVM. Understand? Storing inside JVM. So first what happened? CLS variable is created. Okay, equal to which class object created? To store the class bytecode we need java.lang.class instance. So now here java.lang.capital C class instance is created. Inside that class name A and its bytecode is stored. What the meaning of bytecode? Hope you remember. Static variable declaration, non-static variable declaration, static method, okay, static block, non-static block not there, constructor, static method, non-static method, all their declaration definitions are stored here. Tell me, after class loading into JVM, this object reference regime 2020. Then immediately JVM allocates memory for static variable with the default values. Okay, and then static block executed, default values replaced with what? Given values. Okay, and then CLS variable, I mean, after this class object is ready with the class bytecode and bytecode ready to execute, actually up to now JVM holding this object by itself. JVM implicitly holding this object. Because you have asked return that class reference to me, now the 2020 will give it to our program CLS variable holding this class object. Understand that? Earlier, this class object is storing by whom? JVM, because we asked the reference is giving to us. This is a second statement completed. What the second statement class.forName will do? It loads the given class bytecode into JVM by creating java.lang.class instance. That's the first step. Second step, it allocates memory for static variables, executes static blocks and initialize. And third step, return this java.lang.class object instance 2020 to our program CLS variable pointing to this. Now third statement, obj variable created. Okay, equal to, then tell me CLS dot new instance. What the new instance method will do? It creates new instance for the class available in CLS variable pointing object. CLS variable available object is what? Loaded class now. What is the loaded class? A class. Loaded class is A class. Class.forName creates object of class capital C class. Again repeating. Class.forName creates capital C class object with the given class bytecode. Given class bytecode. With the given class bytecode, object is created. Then further, java.lang. The class which is available inside java.lang.class, that is what? A class object is created with non-static variables memory. Understand? Non-static variables memory default value and constructor executed, given values are stored here. Reference is what? 3030. Now 3030 is stored in obj variable pointing to it. Understand? Huh? So this A class object is created. This is what happened. Hope you all understand. Here what is executed? Static variables. First step is what? Loaded. Then static variables. Then static blocks. And here how many steps are happened? Step number 1, instantiate. Number 2, non-static variable memory. Number 3, constructor logic execute. Understand, Burji? So this is the background story about these 3 statements execution. Any doubts? Tell me, here which class came? A. Here which class bytecode stored? A. Here which class object is created? A class. Why? Because you have loaded A class. Now I am running this project again. Second time when I execute, I am giving here. Second time execute, I given here B. Then what happened? Tell me. Do I need to modify this code anything? Do I need to modify this code anywhere, anything? No, we no need to modify. We no need to modify. And then what? Here automatically SCN dot next line, read which class object? B class name. And tell me, here which class is loaded? B class is loaded. Java.lang.class object created with the B class. Whose static variable, static blocks are executed? Class B static variable, static block. Then which class object is created background? which class object is created? B class object is created. So if I changes here, automatically the same changes are reflecting everywhere. So tell me, can I say it is a dynamic code? Come on, can I say it is a dynamic code? In place of these three statements, if I write A1 equal to new A, tell me, is it dynamic code or static code? It is a static code. Why? In future, if you want to modify A to B, I have to open source code. In source code, I have to replace A1 equal to new A like this. That creates a problem. So in order to solve this problem, what I need to do, I have to create object. I have to load the class by using class.form. Everybody understand static means dynamic means? Still confusion? Tell me, reflection API is helping us to load class and instantiate that class dynamically at execution time by reading its name from the keyboard by using scanner. Scanner meant for only reading and reflection API meant for loading and instantiate. This is reflection API job. Right. Please write on the diagram. Write on this diagram. Execution flow of above statements. Execution flow of above statements. Yeah, guys, now I hope you got clarity. First, you write this program, this difference. What the difference between new keyword and reflection API? New keyword wise, new keyword based object creation is static nature. It means we cannot change current class name to another class name without modifying code and recompiling. I hope you feel it, right? Are you feeling? If I write a new A, this A I cannot change at runtime. I have to open source code and I have to modify. Whereas if I use reflection API, just you are writing one statement. What is that? Class dot for name of new SCN next line dot new instance. So it will become dynamic. Okay, right. In Telugu, we have one proverb. You know what is that? After listening complete Ramayanam, one person asked a question. What is the relation between Sita and Rama? Okay. Reflection API topic completed. Now we got a beautiful question. What is the operation of new instance method? Okay, anybody have the same question? Next. Chandu Sai, here you have answer. Read it, understand. Write down this. What new instance will do? New keyword, first load the class. New keyword, create instance of a class A with a non-static variable member with a default value. Then constructor will initialize. Here, new keyword, first operation loading class done by class.forName. Second operation and third operation done by new instance method. Write on this slide. Shindu Sai, understand? Are you completed? Shall we next point? Yeah. Thanks for asking. Last class I forgot to give you. Oh. Yeah, please collect this link. From tomorrow, I'm requesting you all attend this batch. And people who cannot attend, no need to worry. I'll take that class separately, okay? People who can attend, try to attend from tomorrow. meeting ID, password. Timing, commit suicide today. Just commit suicide immediately. Useless fellow. Is there now 7 a.m.? In these big letters, there 7 a.m. Yeah, compulsory. If I say compulsory, then you will come. Okay. People who cannot attend, just keep quiet. Okay. Don't worry. People who can attend, attend. Please share the link. Whose link, Baba? Whose link I should share, Rabbi? This is a meeting ID. This is a passcode array. How can you living, Rabbi? If I scold, you will cry. And you are asking us to brainless questions. All are brainless questions. Share link. Already I'm sharing, Rabbi. Meeting ID, passcode. Write down. Your fingers not working. It is image. I cannot copy. It is image, Rabbi. Completed? So topic is collections. Okay. And it will take 3 to 4 weeks. Understand? It takes 3 to 4 weeks. And so that you can save your time. The 3 to 4 weeks, here we are understanding remaining topics. And by end of May, I can say you can complete your batch and happily you can leave. And people who cannot attend this collections topic, don't worry, we will plan separately. Either 9 o'clock you want to come, I'll take 9 o'clock. Collection is the last topic actually, okay? 9 o'clock means 9 o'clock. And if it is if you cannot come, I mean, if you can come other batches, you can come other batches, or 9 o'clock means 9 o'clock, okay? That will decide at last, not now. So there's a last topic now, last day we will decide. Whichever you comfortable, that will follow. Is it clear? Fine. Let's continue. Okay, next slide, right on this program. Right on this program. Inside class test main method, object obj new if you write SOP and obj. If you want to go for dynamic nature code, you have to write these are the statements. So then here only class A is loaded. Here we can load class A or class B or classes. Neha, up to now I shared 7 o'clock batch link only. Why you are asking link for 7 a.m.? Where are you? Yeah, wait, last at the end of the class I will give you. Completed? I don't know what you people are doing when I'm explaining. Did I say class timing changing? I don't know why you people are using your brains and troubling yourself and troubling others. What you people are doing when I'm explaining something? This is not today. I'm talking about this, right? Last 1 week or 10 days, I'm keep on telling this. People are questioning, sir, class time changed. Uh, other person is asking a question, super question. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, we'll have 2 classes, sir. These are all the common sense points here. No need to question me. So how can you live in the life? How can you lead in the future? I don't. I said 9 a.m. regular topics. 7 a.m. collections. Okay. From tomorrow, daily, you must attend 4 hours. Okay. For 1 month. End of May, batch will be completed. If you cannot attend 7 a.m. for collections, we will take a decision at end of May after all regular topics completed. Understand? This is the what we am trying to tell you every day. Now ask any questions. Good question. 7 a.m. collections already started. Tomorrow starting. Now what is your answer? Come on. Already started. Tomorrow starting. By knowing this question, what we do, Apurva? By knowing answer to this question, what will you do? Shall I write program now? Nothing, only for knowing. By knowing what you do, unnecessary tension will create in your mind, right? This is how you are making your life more horrible. Yeah. Now look at this code. I created a class called test, which contain main method, creating object obj equal to new. Now I taken superclass reference variable with a subclass object. Then this is upcasting. Upcasting is there, but dynamic binding is not there because obj variable always contain P class object only. Save it, open command prompt, Java C, just 00, compile it, execute. P class is loaded, static variables memory created, static block executed initialize, instance is created, non-static variables memory created, non-static block parameterized constructor, non-parameter constructor executed, and finally P class object created stored in the obj variable. If I run this class one more time, again P class object one, again P class, again P class, again P class, again P class, again P class. Any number of times executed, execute P class. So it is called static nature. Then if I want a dynamic nature, in place of new keyword class name, we have to create class.forName store. I want to write complete code in front of you. Ready now? I want to write complete code in front of you. Now help me. What should I do? First I have to import scanner. Well, it's a new code. Try to answer. First create scanner object. Scanner SCN equal to new scanner of system.in. Then what I need to write here? Then what I need to write here? System.out.println double quotes, enter class name. I'm asking enter class name. Then whatever the class name entered, I should read for that string class name equal to scn dot next line. Okay, now what came here into the program? Class name. Now using this class name, I should load this given class bytecode into JVM. I should load this given class into JVM. So further what I should write? Class CLS equal to class dot capital C, class dot for name of what I need to write here? Class name. So now class dot for name loads the class into JVM, executed static variables, and execute static block initialize. Up to here I wanted to test. Okay, step by step let me show you. Here I wanted to show you the class name came into program. So I'm writing here CLS name, class name. I want to see the class came into my system, my program or not. Control 1, control 2. Entering A, yeah, A came. Control 2. Enter B, B came. Control 2. Enter C, C came. Control 2. Enter P, P came. Okay, na? So whichever the class is coming, that class is coming. Wonderful. So our code is dynamic. I am commenting this. And then next, class CLS equal to class dot for name of, what do you write? Class name. And then whatever the class you are entering from keyboard, that class bytecode is storing inside JVM by using java.lang class object, and its reference is stored in our variable. And now save it. I wanted to compile it. Program will not compile, will get compile time error. Compiler software is throwing a compile time error. This is not exception, it's a compile time error. Unreported exception. Which exception? Class not found exception must be caught or declared with thrown. That means for name method is informing to us, Babu, from my logic at execution time, from my logic, I will throw class not found exception. Class dot for name, this for name method is informing to us because we are the caller, informing to the caller, I am going to throw this exception. Please handle that exception. Otherwise your program terminated abnormal. When this method will throw this exception, when the given class bytecode is not available. That means a dot class file. For example, the given class is a dot class file is not found. Then for name method will throw class not found exception. As of now, it is throwing telling us it is not throwing this exception. It is telling us at runtime I will throw exception. Okay, when batch is started, I inform you. If you ask any too many questions, I will scold you. And I'm not scolding, I'm informing you that in future, if you ask dirty questions, useless questions, idiot questions, I will scold you. So be careful, learn subject thoroughly. And I inform you, if you don't practice properly all the topics I am giving, you will fail in the interview. And I'm informing you that people who are practicing my subject, whatever I'm explaining, they will get job easily. Even during during the course going itself, you will get the job. So many things I told you. Then further what happened, you have to do that, right? So for name method informing to us, class not found exception I will throw, you handle it. If the given class is not available, I will throw exception. As of now, it is not throwing informing. So how can we solve this compile time error? It's a syntax mistake. For name method is telling that it will throw exception to us. We are not handling. It's a syntax mistake. Like the statement ends with semicolon. If you don't write semicolon, compiler throwing error, semicolon expected, syntax mistake. Same way, the exception we are throwing from a method must be handled. If you don't handle, that is a syntax mistake. How to overcome this syntax mistake? Simply, you need to write here, throws, whatever exception we throwing, that exception class name you should write. That's all. Now look at that, program compiled successfully. And then go to command prompt, clear screen. Now, I want to run this program, test01, dynamic class loading, run. It is asking enter class name A. Tell me, is class A available in my system? No, we'll get exception. What is that? Exception in thread main, java.lang. Class not found exception A. Already for name method told us we handle it, right? Then at runtime it is throwing now exception because a.class file is not available. Okay, now I'm running here Java, again test program running. I'm giving Java P dot class file is available. Look at that, P class is loaded, static variable memory allocated, static block executed. Right, sir, how can I know class loaded or not? Then if you want to see class loaded, that's part of JVM software message. You have to write verbose, Java hyphen verbose test loading. Look at here, you'll see that loaded somewhere. Yeah, it is asking enter class name. I have to enter class name what? P. Here message coming enter class name, and a lot of information is displayed. I'm entering class name capital P. Capital P I should give, okay? Not earlier I given small p, I should give capital P. Capital P, look at that. Class loaded P. Okay, now class loaded P, source file. From here it is loaded. First step, class loaded. Second step, static variable memory allocated with the default. Third step, static block executed. This variable is initialized. So class dot for name will only, what it will do? Class dot for name will only load class and make the class ready to execute. Now for the loaded class, I want to create object. Then we should write object obj equal to cls dot new instance. And now try to understand now what this statement will do. This line is responsible for creating object of the loaded class. Which class you loaded? Class P. Okay, class P you have loaded. Class P you have loaded. This loaded class P object, if you want to create, I must write a statement cls dot new instance. Now try to understand what is its internal functionality. This method, internal logic. Every method has a body, na? It has some definition and logic. This method logic responsibility is what? Create the object of loaded class. For creating object of loaded class, background statement will be something like this. Okay, background statement will be something like this. New keyword will be there, following by the given class P, no param constructor is called. Are you catching my point? This class dot new instance method implicitly will use a new keyword and uses no param constructor. Now my question, if you want to create object in the loaded class, tell me no param constructor must be available now. What is the guarantee available? May not be available. If not available, it will throw runtime exception. Okay, available but not accessible, then again it will throw another runtime exception. So we will get a two exception from this method. One is instantiation exception, number two illegal access exception. When I should handle these two exception here na, if I don't handle, I will get compile time errors. Okay, compile time errors will get. What is error? Unreported exception, instantiation exception, and intermediate comment. Next, one more exception. Now you compile it, we'll get second exception. Okay, illegal access exception, illegal access exception. Hope you understand. Save it. Now look at there, no compile time error. Is it clear to all? Now, but we'll get one note. Okay, you will get one note. Observe what the meaning of that note. Deprecated note you will get. You can ignore this note. Deprecated API. What I am using, new instance method is not recommended to use. We have alternative way of using, but that alternative way you cannot understand. That's why I'm using still this small statement. That note will come, just ignore the note, no problem. Okay, ignore that note, no problem. Then go and execute this program. Java-verbose dynamic loading. Okay, enter a class name, enter a class name and given class name as P, capital P. Look at that. Class loaded. After loading class, static variable memory created, static block is executed. Then new keyword creates, non-static, new keyword creates instance and allocate memory to non-static variables. New instance method implicitly calling, no param constructor. Then non-static variable initialized, non-static block executed, no param constructor executed. Understand? Right. Below program shows developing above static and dynamic nature code. Right on this. Right on this code. Yeah, write down same program as it is with the name class Q. Sorry, class B. Same program, no difference. With class B, same program, copy paste, same program, copy paste, and write C. Okay, are you writing? If completed, let me know. Completed. Shall I go to the next point? Write down structure loading. What the statement here? Java test 00 class A is loaded and instantiated. Always only class A is loaded and instantiated. Are you writing, Betty? Is everyone completed? Hope you all understand. Can you apply this code to our project? Can you apply this code in our project? We have developed vehicle driver project here. Can you apply? So we have created in interface vehicle.java. Okay. And we have created subclass bus.java, and we have created its subclass redbus.java, and we have created its subclass volvo.java, and we created its subclass, we created its user class driver.java. Up to here, it's a dynamic binding. Driver can drive any vehicle, but you need to pass the vehicle from bus depot. Now bus depot becomes static nature. I asked the question, what should I pass here? Remember? Are you writing code? You must call this drive method by passing any vehicle dynamically. Write on code. So try to place this code. That is that. Try to use this code here. Try. First you try, I will help you. Tell me, what are the changes you are doing? What are the changes you are doing in this class? First, you need to add import java.util.scanner. Then here I should write scanner SCN equal to new scanner of system.in. Then we'll write here, I'm asking the user to enter class name system.out.println double quotes, enter class name. Okay, which class name? Enter vehicle. Enter vehicle. Then the entered vehicle we need to know. So I'm taking string vehicle name equal to, or enter vehicle name. Now what do you write now? SCN dot next line. Next line actually not required. Next is sufficient. Okay, just next is sufficient. Why? Because class name doesn't contain space now. So SCN dot next. Then now next what do you write? Class CLS equal to, some people will write here class equal to, okay, this is, some people follow this notation, you can also follow this class dot for, you know, it's your comfort. Okay, why people are taking class or not class? Because class is a keyword. Class you cannot write, it's a keyword. That's why we will write ZZ class. Okay, and the pronunciation class, okay, I'm not comfortable, that's why I'm taking CLS. Okay, no, so you can write whatever you like, no problem. Class equal to class dot for name of, what do you write now? Vehicle name. So here what happened? The vehicle class is loaded, static variable memory created, static block executed. Further instantiation, object obj equal to cls dot class dot new instance. Okay, here what happened? New instance is created, inside non-static variables memory created, and non-static block constructor executed, initialization complete, reference stored in obj. Then now what I need to do? I must pass this object to driver method. All people tell me, can you pass obj to driver directly? Obj is object, superclass. Driver parameter is vehicle, subclass. Can you pass a superclass reference to subclass reference variable? No, compiler will throw error. Then what to do? You have to downcast. Now what do you write now? Vehicle equal to vehicle equal to vehicle equal to, what do you write now here? Typecast to vehicle of obj. Okay, na? Vehicle of obj. Then hk dot drive of obj. We are passing a vehicle. We pass vehicle. That's all. Look at the reflection API code. Can I mark here reflection API? Tell me, if I use upcasting with reflection API, again repeating, if I use upcasting with reflection API, my project become 100% loosely coupled runtime polymorphic application. Right? Then go to command prompt, exit, open the project folder, cmd, clear screen, Java C. Which class I need to compile? Tell me, which class I must compile? Up to now our habit is, tell me, up to now we have habituated Just compiling main method class, Java C bus depot dot Java. Okay, illegal, oh, sorry, clear screen. Java C bus depot with reflection API, reflection.java. Now we are getting compiled errors because we didn't handle exceptions. How many exceptions we need to handle? 3. Throws class not found exception. Generally, people will write here throws exception. Who is your father? God. All exceptions are handled. Okay, no need to write each exception. This is a bad practice. Who is your father, mother, and God? And God is a universal parent for all the human beings, all the animals, all the creatures, right? But who is your father? You are specific. From this method, what are the exceptions are coming? You should remember. If I write throws exception, that is a bad way. So what do you write now? Class throws, class not found. Throws class not found exception. Instantiation exception. And next, illegal access exception. Understand? So what do you need to do? We need to add these exceptions here. If you remember these class names, when interview asks a question, tell something about exceptions. What are the different exceptions you know? You can easily specify. Understand? So now save it. Go to command prompt, clear screen, compile it, compile successfully, execute. Hey, what is the time, man? 11 o'clock already. Oh, today time running very fast here. Couldn't find our load main class bus depot with reflection. I have to change the class name here, bus depot. Okay, or else let me run with bus depot one. Enter vehicle name. Enter vehicle name what? And I'm giving bus. Sorry, I'm giving red bus. Will it executed or not? Come on. Everyone try to answer. Will it be executed or not? Red bus dot class file. There or not there? Not there. Will get class not found exception. Why? Because you compiled bus depot without reflection. In this class, which classes are linked? Driver linked. Driver implicitly linked to vehicle. So only 3 classes: bus depot, driver, vehicle. Only 3 classes are compiled. Now other classes are not compiled. Compiler will not compile red bus and Volvo because these 2 classes are coming at what time? Runtime. So if you want to work a class with a reflection API, what you need to do? You must, if you want to work with a class with reflection API, what you need to do? You must compile that class explicitly. Java C redbus.java, Java C Volvo.java. Okay, Java bus depot. Now enter vehicle name. Now I'm giving red bus. Red bus engine capacity 40 kilometers per hour. Bus has normal brakes. Look at that, methods are executing from bus class. Without modifying the code, I am changing the class name from red bus to Volvo. Look at that, Volvo engine capacity 110 kilometers per speed. Volvo needs powerful brakes. So tell me, my project is dynamic binding code. In future, I am trying to add one more kind of bus. Let's say express bus. I'm creating one more bus, express bus. Volvo place I'm writing express extends bus. And here express engine capacity 80 kilometers per speed. And it has what do you call powerful brakes, normal brake, powerful brake between disc brake. It has a disc brakes. Tell me, I compile this code, compile successfully. And then tell me, is my driver code extended to express bus also? Everyone should answer. Is your project dynamically extensible? I have super class. subclass, new subclass I have written. This new subclass I am passing to a user class. Tell me, is it accepted or not? Yes. My project is dynamically extensible. Yes. Without modifying driver, it is a dynamically extensible. In future, any new bus is coming. In future, any new bus is coming, it is accepted by driver, because driver is not working with any particular vehicle. It is working with, अरे हमरा मजाक लाता हूँ, control 1, compile. It's working with all vehicles. So this is the story about object-oriented programming. All topics completed. So including project. So now, tomorrow, you want me to teach next chapter, or you want to develop some more 2-3 projects on this topic? Choice is yours. You want to develop some sample projects by including all WOOP concepts. Sample projects completed. You want to develop some more projects, I'm ready to develop. Or you want me to go to the next chapter, I'll take you to the next chapter. Okay, tomorrow we'll try to develop mobile project, shape project, okay, and then we'll develop bank account project. 3 projects we will develop tomorrow, and I'll give you conclusion of how advanced Java working, how frameworks are working, how as a student you must work. Okay, that will give you conclusion tomorrow, right? So tomorrow we'll find up with full-fledged knowledge of object-oriented program. Thank you. See you all tomorrow. Tomorrow 9 a.m. regular topics and 7 a.m. collections framework. Okay, now 2 topics you have to start. From tomorrow daily 4 hours you have to attend. End of the May batch will be completed. If you not attend 7 a.m. for collections, we must take a decision at end of the May after all regular topics completed. Understand? And the link will be this one. So if you miss the link, you can copy this, take screenshot.